Hey y'all. So, okay, I follow this person. Am I gonna say her name? I'm not gonna say her name. She's a writer though. She's a writer and she does this thing where she like you can email her questions or whatever. Like people email her questions and then she will post it on her page and answer it, give her advice, and then like everyone else who follows her page gives advice too, right? So there was this one, and so I enjoy, like, I halfway feel like I might want to do something like that, but like, so I enjoy reading those posts, right? People be going through the craziest stuff. Like, I can't even believe some of that stuff, but like, so this one I was reading today was about this woman, and she was like, she's been married for 20 years, and they have 5 kids, and her husband has cheated on her like the whole time. Well, mostly in the beginning, he was cheating on her a lot. And then I guess it kind of stopped. But then recently she found out that he had this affair with this woman for like 5 years. So when she found out, it was already over. But when I guess when she found out, she was like, oh, I just couldn't stomach the shit. And, I separated from him, so she got separated for 6 months. And then she meets this other person, this other guy. He's a dentist, and like, oh, he's amazing, and he treat me amazing, and the sex is great, and la la la, whatever. And she basically like asking the person, should I divorce my husband for this new guy, right? And all the women like, yes, divorce him. He ain't shit. Whatever, whatever. I was just like, I don't think you should. I don't think you should. Like, number one, like, I'm like, you 6 months. First of all, you still married. Like, you not always completely available. Number one, Secondly, it's 6 months. Every nigga is wonderful in 6 months. Like, I'm like, you remember that? That's what I was thinking. Like, you remember your husband was great too in 6 months, right? He was treating you like a queen and being all wonderful and shit. Everyone's great in 6 months. Like, you haven't even smelled this dude's poop yet. Are you serious? Like, you really about to make a decision on 6 months of an affair? Like, girl. So no, I don't think she should do that. And then like, it's no guarantee that he's going to marry her. Like, it's like she don't even have a title. I think this video is just about women and just the choices and how we be thinking through stuff. Like, I just don't think we think through things. And just not to say that men don't either, but I'm specifically talking about women. I'm not saying men don't, because men don't either. But, like, you 6 months dating this person. He's great. Of course, everyone's great in 6 months. And he's not, y'all haven't been together long enough to get a title. You don't have a title. You don't know if he gonna marry you or not. Okay, he's a dentist. I don't know if I said that already. She was like, he's a dentist and he out earns my husband. Okay, which is great, and that is great. But you don't know if he gonna make you a wife. So like, I just think in general, like, leaving a marriage for a person, that's always bad. Now, I know somebody on watching is going to be like, nah, because I know, like, yeah, everybody always knows something. Everyone always knows an exception, right? But that is definitely not the norm. I think we can all agree that that's not the norm. It can happen. It does happen. But that is not the data set that somebody would be pulling. Nobody pulls for the exceptions. Everybody pulls for, like, what's generally happening. That is always normally a bad situation. I wouldn't recommend that. So she thinking that, oh, I'm gonna leave him or whatever. And so I'm just like, no, that's a horrible decision. And then secondly, and this is important, I don't think women understand like the market. They don't understand this dating market. They don't understand what is actually out here and what's available. And then they don't understand where they are as far as their value on the market. So that doesn't mean women are not valuable or, you less valuable than you think, although it kind of does mean that, but like, they don't understand that. You know what I mean? So it's like the likelihood of you divorcing your husband and finding similar or better quality as you age, it gets lower and lower and lower. And I don't think women understand that. Like, they just don't understand it. And then this whole competing thing, like, you're competing with, no, of course the women, I ain't competing with nobody. Like, bitch, yes, you are. You are competing with everything a man thinks he might want. Even these quality dudes, you know what I'm saying? Quality men that you would be good to align yourself legally with. Like, they all want different things. Some of them want, young and dumb. So already young, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You're not young, right? So you're not going to be getting that. And then like, let's say it's a man who really wants like some substance, or he has, he wants some different experience than what he previously got or whatever. That's going to cross a lot of women out, just based on like a lot of the stuff that I see women talk about. Like, God, it's just, I'm amazed by some of this some of the stuff women talk about, or their mentality, or how they think, or whatever. Like, a lot of y'all are pricing yourselves out of the market with y'all's the way y'all think about life and men, and just, yeah, y'all not wives. Or anyway, that's another topic. But like, so let's say you're in the pool with a woman that's desirable, like you're sufficiently attractive, and you have these intangibles, because most of the stuff that men want past beauty are these intangible things that have nothing to do with your degree or your money or accomplishments or anything. It's like, maybe I'll do a post on that, but it's these intangibles. So let's say you in the pool with that. Let's say you're those women, right? You're in that pool. Like, the thing that's gonna separate you or somebody else from getting a ring is so small. It's like something I don't even think you can solve for. Like, by the time you get in the pool with, okay, this woman is sufficiently attractive, she can pass all the social tests, she's giving me, whatever it is, right? Like, I'm not gonna name it because there are things, right, but which is not this post. Like, the thing that's gonna make him pick one over the other is so small. If you're talking about the pool of women that have all the, the looks and the intangibles, it's gonna be so small. Like, it's not a good idea to be in that pool if you're not one of those women who look like that and have that type of emotional intelligence and cooperation with men. So like, this whole thing about, and I don't think women are making hasty decisions. Like, oh, something happens and, they flighty. I don't think women are flighty, but I don't think they're really thinking about what's going on. Like, they ain't really thinking about it. And then like, the most important thing, it was 3 things I talked about. And one was, this dude ain't give you no promises. You don't know. 2 is the market. 3, money. Okay, look, I don't think women are thinking about retirement. And not, let me not say women. I know this is about women, but it's just people in general. Like, there's a person that I talk to on a regular basis, and he's in that industry, and there's a lot of data. Like, that's what he does. And like, I know I didn't really know this before, but like, he has data. So like, people aren't thinking about it. They aren't really saving for it. Like, it's just foreign. I guess it seems so far away. But like, she need to look at her money. She need to look at her money and say, and then, oh wait, before I say this, like, do you know the number that you need to retire comfortably? It's like $1 million. $1 million. Like, not your portfolio is $1 million. Like, you don't have $1 million in assets. I'm saying $1 million. That's the number. Like, you can Google it. It might be more now. It might be 2 million now with this damn inflation. Who knows? But it's literally $1 million. So I was like, you need to look at your money and look at how old you are. Like, I'm assuming this lady got to be in her 40s or maybe like about to be 50, right? Because you got married when you 20. You got 5 kids. I mean, you not 30. You know what I'm saying? I think she might be in her 40s or, coming up on 50. You need to look at your money. And you need to look at it and say, if I divorce this man, will I have enough money to support myself financially, to sufficiently support myself financially to where I won't run out of money when I'm like 80? You're really looking at it for when you can't work anymore. Now, you can work past retirement age. You can do that. But who wants to do that? Like, you can. But like, let's say when you physically can't do it, are you going to have enough money to live? If you ain't on track to hit that number during, for whatever age you feel like you want to stop working, then sorry, sis, but you need to stay with that cheating nigga. Straight up. If you gonna hit it, then now you can think about it, right? I'm not saying if you can hit it, yeah, leave his ass. Like, but I mean, if that's your deal breaker and you think you can hit it, you think you on track. It's not even, do I think I can hit it? Are you on track to hit it or be real close to it? Then you can think about it. But to me, I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like, you have to look at, And again, nobody wants to be cheated on. And then it was like, oh, he's trying to get back, or he trying to get back real bad now. And yeah, because that's who he married and that's what he want. He loved that other lady now. He loved her. He was in love with her. He still is. He gonna always be in love with her. He gonna always love her. But he married you. And that's just how they are. They're wired like that. I'm not saying wired to cheat, but probably so. But I mean, whoever they marry, like that's what they want. It don't mean he can't or he's not going to ever love another woman. And I'm sure he was doing everything for that lady. If he was with her for 5 years, she was getting all the experiences that probably his wife was getting. But that's not who he married. And you see he went right back, right? So, I mean, and who knows? Like, it could be a scenario where she, he would cheat with her as long as she allow it. It could be that, but he's just not going to divorce his wife because that's who he wanted to marry. Anyway, that's a tangent. But yeah, she need to look at her money. She needs to look at her money and see if she's going to be able to hit that number and retire comfortably without him or not. And really, that should be how I think she should make her decision. Not on none of these other things. But I don't think women look at stuff like that. I don't think we're looking at it like that. I think women get just tired of, whatever it is that they dealing with their husband. And they just be like, I can live better with this without this nigga. Like, yeah. And a lot of women can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women work now. We making way more money now. I think men, I don't know. I was about to say, I think men still make more. I think that's still true. But yeah, we have to look at stuff we have to look at things a little more practically versus, and I get deal breakers and stuff like that, but we have to make decisions for like the future and not for like right now. That's what I think. Okay, that's it.